Hello and welcome everybody to a quick draft for Magic the Gathering Foundations. I'm Paul Cheon and we are still a percentage gamer, and now we are kind of trying out a bunch of different formats here. Again, Ninja Turtles, we are all, it's a small set. We've seen kind of what we need to see. We do, of course, have the qualifier weekend for Steel Deck that's happening, but you know what? This is a different thing that we get to see, and I actually kind of enjoyed drafting Foundations for what it was, so let's see if we can put together a nice draft. Now, before we hop in, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks, go to TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, head on over to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want to make sure that you have top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, all that utilize their special magnetic technology that allow all their products to snap conveniently into place, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, I don't remember what was good, but this one, at least I played not too long ago. Scrawling Crawler, 3 mana for a 3/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. When an opponent draws a card, that player loses a life. So, it's they don't draw the card immediately. So it's a nice thing where you basically get to play this and then both sides draw cards. And then you get to actually put pressure. So, that's the nice thing about this card. And I recall it having a decent win rate. Fiendish Panda, 4 mana for 3/2. When you gain life, black-white's looking to do the life gain thing. Put a counter on this. When this dies, you can return a non-bear creature card with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to their battlefield. That's fine. Bite Down is a... it's Tenderize, okay? So it's a good effect. And there's also Bake into a Pile, which is quite nice. But you know what? Let's try the Crawler. It's colorless. It's going to make it into every single deck that I play. And like I said, this card has actually been performing pretty well in basically every deck. So let's go ahead and take that. I do like drafting the various blue control decks, but I like the fact that the Crawler is an artifact, so you can kind of put this in anything. All right, moving on here, Angel of Finality. When it enters, exit target player's graveyard. So, basically just a 4-mana 3/4 flyer, which, this is a more basic set, so that can be fine. Arcane Epiphany is pretty nice. 5 mana, instant, draw 3 cards. This costs 1 less to cast if you control a wizard. I don't remember this card even being... Did they add cards? Why do I not remember this card? Yeah, I think it's between one of these two cards, and you know me, I'm a sucker for card draw. So let's take the Arcane Epiphany, see if we can maybe pick up some wizards. But of course, I also need to pick up some good interaction to survive to get to this point, right? All right, Eaten Alive is certainly nice. Blue-black, I believe, was a really good color combination, and it was the controlling combination. You want to draw a bunch of cards. There's, I believe, like a Burglar Rats variant, or it might just be Burglar Rats, and there are enough things to sacrifice where I think this card can be really nice. Imprisoned in the Moon, this is not the type of removal that I like. It still turns whatever you kill into a permanent that they can use for mana, so I don't think that's very good. Heartfire Immolator is also really good. 2 mana for a 2/1 prowess. Sack this creature, deal damage equal to its power to target creature or player. But if I do recall, Blue-Red was not quite as good as Blue-Black, so this is a good card. And it's a wizard. You know what? Whatever. Let's take this over the Eaten Alive. Just, Look, also keep in mind, by the way, we're playing with bots, so we're drafting with bots, so it's, signals are come and go. Micromancer, I do remember being fantastic, though. There's a number of 1-mana cards that this is really good with, notably Eaten Alive. That would be really nice, but Fleeting Distraction, there's just enough stuff here. I think, is Burst Lightning legal? If it is, then of course this card is great. Another Bite Down in this pack, Eaten Alive as well, but let's take Micromancer. We now have 2 wizards. Oh, Mischievous Mystic. This card is one of, if not the best uncommon in the entire commons in the entire format. And wow, the bot is so silly. Another Heartfire Immolator, Stab. I forgot about Stab. And also, Heartfire Immolator. So a lot of good cards here, but Mischievous Mystic, if I recall, was a mythic level uncommon. And now there is a Balmor Battle Mage Captain. All right, well, we are certainly getting all the goods here. This is another wizard, so Arcane Epiphany is looking fantastic here so far. Gonna take this, and all right, blue-red. Let's go. Ooh, Think Twice. I do love Think Twice. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this one. Klinquant Sky Mage. 4 mana for 1/1 flyer. When you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. This is a card that looks promising, but even in a more basic set like Foundations, this was a very disappointing card. This is a card that I thought was going to be good, and I played with it, and I was very disappointed. Think Twice, though. Can't go wrong with Think Twice. I mean, I got a Mischievous Mystic, and a Balmor, and a Heartfire Emulator, right? Like, it just works well with all of those cards. Pack 1, pick 8, Campus Guide, puts a land on top. Don't really care about that. There's Thrill of Possibility, which is okay. Uncharted Voyage is a really good interactive spell. 4 mana, put a creature on top of its owner's library, Surveil. And Brineborn Cutthroat. When you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this. It's not a wizard. I could use some interaction. Let's go ahead and take Uncharted Voyage here. This effect is always good. You know what I mean? All right, Icewind Elemental or Klinquant Sky Mage or Thrill of Possibility. I don't think I need Thrill here. I think I might just take the Ice Mage. 4 or 5 mana for a 3/4 flyer that loots. Not bad. I mean, if I don't need to play it, I certainly won't play it. Okay, I'll take Fleeting Distraction. Definitely need to pick up some 1 mana plays here for the Micromancer. And obviously works well with Mischievous Mystic, Heartfire Emulator, etc. You know, and I'm sure all of you know this at this point. I'm kind of in my happy place right now. You know what I mean? I'm in my happy place. All right, we're never playing Aegis Turtle. I'll take Zombify, I guess, in case we're ever reanimating. All right, 9 cards I'm reasonably happy with, and holy smokes, we opened a Liliana Dreadhorde General. So, well, we might need to make some adjustments here because this is one of the best rares in the entire format. It might actually be the best rare in the whole format. And this card's bananas. Yeah, I actually had to look it up. It's number 2 behind Embercleave. All right, well, I gotta take it. And I only have 2 red cards. Granted, these are very, very good red cards, but we're mostly mono blue. And hey, now this means that if we pick up Eaten Alives and Stabs, the Micromancer certainly get better. It's just so much better than Balmor that I'm just gonna take it here. You know what I mean? Let's just take it and kind of see where this goes. Liliana Dreadhorde General, a super fun card to play with. All right, moving on to pack 2, pick 2, Lathril, Blade of the Elves. 4 mana for 2/3 menace. When it deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green elf tokens. Remember, it's just really hard to connect with this thing. Tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life. I mean, you know, this is like a Lorwyn Eclipse card, I guess. There really isn't anything here for our deck in particular. Joust Through is a good removal spell, but like on the splash? Burnished Heart is really slow. Lightshell Duo, I guess, is okay. Yeah, I guess I don't love taking it, but we will take Lightshell Duo. I mean, I got a bunch of spells, so I mean, this card will be certainly fine in this deck. Ooh, I do really like Spectral Sailor. Look, if Liliana's the only black card in my deck, I won't be mad. Cat Collector, I remember, was pretty good. 3 mana for 3/2 ETB, make a food. When you gain life for the first time during each of your turns, make a 1/1 cat. So by itself, it can generate you a cat token. And then, of course, if you have cards like Healer's Hawk and such, then you can make more 1/1s. But Spectral Sailor is just excellent value. 1 mana for a 1/1 flash flyer that draws you cards. Obviously amazing. Sarah Angel, iconic card. It's fine. It's not nearly the level of card that she used to be. This was one of the best commons, if I recall, in the format. Helpful Hunter. Very, very good card. Unsurprisingly, black is being cut off. We did pass a lot of good black removal, and I think the bots probably keyed in on that, but I'm going to still take Micromancer here. Very good card. As long as we can pick up some number of 1 mana spells to go with it. All right, here we have, what is this? Erudite Wizard. 3 mana for 2/3. When you draw your second card, put a counter on this. Okay. Squad Rallier, I remember also being decent in the various white aggressive decks, but of course, not really what we're looking for. Stromkirk, Blood Thief, or Hungry Ghoul is where we're at. I think I'm just in the market for a 2-drop, so let's go ahead and take a Hungry Ghoul here, even though I don't love it. All right, pack 2, pick 6. Luminous Rebuke is pretty good, but I'm not going to play it. Cephalid Inkmage. 3 mana for a 2/2, ETB Surveil 3. That's not terrible. Threshold. This can't be blocked as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. There's also Pilfer, which is a decent hand disruption spell, and there's also Mocking Sprite. I don't love this one, though. 3 mana for a 2/1. Just the body is so weak. I'm looking at Pilfer and Inkmage here. Yeah, let's go with Pilfer. Let's just put together a really nice, solid Dimir control deck here if possible. Pack 2, pick 7, Midnight Snack, 3 mana enchantment raid. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, make a food. Sack this enchantment, target opponent loses X life, where X is the... Ugh, that's not what I want. Yeah, this is not for me. Strix Lookout is probably fine, though. 2 mana for 1/2 flying Vigilance Bird. 2 mana, you get to loot. It's not the biggest body, but it does trigger the Mischievous Mystic. Ooh, Refute. This is one of the better counter spells, and I remember this card being very, very good, so I do like this card a lot. I mean, remember, Dimir Control, certainly a thing. Ooh, Balmor here. I mean, it would take something weird for me to decide to go straight up into, back into blue-red, but obviously a late Balmor there is pretty nice. Take a couple of Icewind Elementals in case we need a win condition. I'll take the Adept here, just because I'm more for curve than anything. Alright. Okay, well, I mean, we got a Liliana, and definitely black wasn't open there. Oh man, Rite of the Dragon Caller. This card's also really sweet. 6 mana for an enchantment. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you make a 5/5 red dragon token creature with flying. That is a sweet card. I don't actually remember if it was good, but it's a fun card. Wow, this pack is insane. Look at how many, there's 5 uncommons in here. Dazzling Angel, by the way, was really good. 3 mana for 2/3. Whenever another creature enters, you gain a life. Heroic Reinforcements is like a mythic uncommon. This card's amazing. Empyrean Eagle is also really good for flyers, but for us, pretty straightforward, I think. We're going to take Eaten Alive here. We have 2 copies of Micromancer, so I think picking this up along with the Fleeting Distraction is quite nice. One more 1-drop would be really good, but, you know, having the 2, I think, is like the bare minimum here. All right, here we have Skyship Buccaneer, 5 mana for 4/3 flyer. It when this enters, if you attack, draw a card. Youthful Valkyrie is really nice in the aggressive white decks with angels. You actually get a decent amount of angels, but I don't want that. Big Fin Bouncer, 4 mana for 3/2. When it enters, yeah, okay, we're gonna take this one. It's just 4 mana 3/2 ETB bounce something, and we're a control deck. That's exactly what I want. I mean, you could make the argument for the Buccaneer as well, but I'm going to take the cheaper card here. Hero's Downfall, I'm definitely going to take. We are in the market for some interaction, and this is 3. This used to be a rare, by the way. But 3 mana, unconditional removal, sign me up. Going to take that over Fleeting Distraction number 2. Oh my goodness, there we go. Dreadwing Scavenger. This was the mythic uncommon of the set. 3 mana for a 2/2 flyer. When this creature enters or attacks, draw a card and then discard a card. Threshold. This gets +1/+1 and has Death Touch as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. This card's fantastic. I mean, this pack is nuts. Like, there's a Bacon to a Pie and an Eaten Alive here, but Scavenger's on another level. And we have, like, no 3-drops either. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, that would have been Balmor number 3. But we still have plenty of options here. Another Lookout, I don't think I want. There's Tellurian Terror, which is okay, but I think I'm just going to take another Eaten Alive here. Again, I mean, just making sure that I have, like, with the 2 Micromancers, I think the value of these Eaten Alives just get much higher when you can pick up, like, basically, it's kind of like for every one, for the first Micromancer wants 2 targets. When you have 2 Micromancers, you want 3 targets. That's kind of where I'm at here. So let's go ahead and take that. Admittedly, our curve is really high. That is a super late Bacon to a Pie. Holy cow. Revenge of the Rats. 4 mana. Create a tapped 1/1 black rat for each creature in your graveyard. We're a control deck. We're not going to have creatures in our graveyard. But you know what we want to do? Turn things into pie. That's what we want to do. All right. Moving on to pack 3, pick 7. At this point, we're just looking at blue and black cards. We'll take our Marauding Blight Priest. Not interested in playing it, though. Do I play Fleeting Distraction number 2? I mean, it always cycles. I wish I had more, like, draw 2 cards payoffs, but I guess I'll take it. Here we have Pilfer, Vampire Soulcaller, Inspiration from Beyond. A bunch of options, actually. I think I'm just going to take Strix Lookout. I kind of need 2-drops. Like, there's an Elementalist Adept, I don't know, Gleaming Barrier. I feel like I just need some things early to play. And I sometimes might need fodder for the Eaten Alive. Of course, I don't want to sacrifice Strix Lookout, though. And I already have a Pilfer. All right, let's take the Lookout. Oh. Okay. Well, we have 3 lookouts now. Do I play the Infestation Sage with double Eaten Alive? Certainly a consideration. Alright. Okay. Well, we have all of the Strix lookouts. I mean, Hungry Ghoul doesn't look very good here, so I might just play all the lookouts or some number of them. I wish I had more draw cards payoffs. There is an Erudite Wizard, but that one's not particularly good. Okay. Let's take a look. What are we working with here? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 spells, and I kind of like all of them. I mean, realistically speaking, the Eaten Alive is a 5-mana card. Alright, so let's cut the Ghoul. I think I can cut the Adept. Let's cut the Wizard. We gotta cut a lot of cards, honestly. We can cut at least 1 Lookout. Maybe 1 Icewind Elemental. I kind of want to play the 1 Sage with the double Eaten Alive. Especially with 2 Micromancers, like the chance of me having my Eaten Alive is super high. And because of that, I think I want to play the 1 Sage to have like a good target to sacrifice. I think we can probably shave 1 Fleeting Distraction here. Yeah, let's get rid of 1 of those. And then maybe just like another Strix Lookout. Seems okay. That gives us like a nice mix. I just feel like this is a decent card, but 3 might be a little too many. Like drawing multiples of these are pretty bad, I think. So maybe something like this. 12 creatures. Liliana. Curve is like a little bit high, but you know what? Let's give it a whirl. Okay? Let's try this. Dimir Control. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join a wonderful group of folks also looking to up their limited game. I post monthly videos. I actually just posted my Patreon video of the month, and I also do monthly streams. Lots of good stuff. If you want to take your limited game to the next level, check it out. Gonna keep this hand here. 3 lands, Fleeting Distraction, Infestation Sage, and Pilfer. I mean, the fact that you can draft a deck like this in Limited is just amazing. I love it. Alright, we are playing against Blue-Red, though. Let's see what they got. Nothing here so far. Let's beat down for 1. If they play a flash creature, I'm gonna be sad. Let us Pilfer them. What you got? Is it this Exile? You may choose a non-land card from it. Nope. It's not this card. Wow, their hand is good. And Burst Lightning is in the set. What do I want to take? They have multiple Mocking Sprites. Tolarian Terror, I guess, can be kind of annoying, maybe. But how close are they to even casting this thing? Maybe I just take Burst Lightning. Yeah, we'll just take Burst Lightning. So this costs 5 mana. Mocking Sprite, sure. Attack. I'm gonna cast Think Twice first because I could draw the removal spell. Okay, I didn't. So now we're just gonna cycle. Swiftwater Cliffs. Another Mocking Sprite. Let's shrink it down. That is a bacon to a pie. Okay. And that is a Strix Lookout. Is this a wizard? No. Simply a bird. Let's attack. I mean, the Mocking Sprites are kind of annoying too. Yeah, let's just kill one now. I don't want them to be casting 1 mana Think Twices, you know what I mean? Alright, that's a Tolarian Terror, but... Oh, Eaten Alive. That is fantastic. So now I can go Eaten Alive, sacrifice this to kill this. This is Ward 2, and play a Strix Lookout. Alright, things are looking good. Lots of card draw here for us. And we have an excellent blocker here for the Mocking Sprite. Ooh, another Tolarian Terror, though. That makes things interesting. I guess we will draw some cards. Okay, that is a Micromancer, so that will be able to... That will allow us to... that will allow us to get an Eaten Alive here and deal with the Tolarian Terror. Are they going to sneak something in? Oh my gosh! Okay, no, I thought they killed me. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Dreadwing Scavenger is interesting. But I think the play here is to just get the other removal spell. Yep. Eaten Alive. Perhaps I should have killed the Tolarian Terror. You know what I mean? Or gotten it out of their hand, rather. But whatever. Alright. They're top decking and our hand is still looking fantastic. Erudite Wizard, sure. Ha ha! Oh, yeah! Liliana, huh? I don't have to play it right now, but I can. How do I die from this point? That's like what I need to be thinking about here. Let's go Dreadwing Scavenger. I don't want this card. And I'm going to actually sacrifice the food here. I'm at 7. Yeah. I feel like the way that I lose is like somehow I get cheesed out via burn. So let's sack the food. In fact, I should have sacked it right away. I don't know that... Is Lightning Strike legal? Like if they have Burst Lightning plus Lightning Strike, I suppose that's a thing. Are you kidding me? Hinatsugu's second right? Are you kidding me? I literally... Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, that's how I lose? That's the first time I've ever lost to that card. I was trying to play as conservatively as possible, and I lost as a result of that. I mean, you can't even get mad about that. Like, here we are just playing a fun regular game of Magic, and then my opponent rips a 10 damage burn spell because I gained 3 life to go exactly to 10. Unreal. Gosh. Oh, man. You can laugh or you can cry. I choose to laugh. Alright, 3 swamps. I'm going to keep this because I have a bunch of good cards in my hand. I have a couple of blue cards I can't play right now, but I do have the ability to play a turn 2 Pilfer, and then if I just draw, like, even if I draw another swamp, I can play Bake into a Pie and kind of survive. So I think it's worthwhile to keep this. Of course, if I just draw an island immediately, this hand becomes amazing. Instead, we drew a double blue spell, so that is not amazing. We're going to Pilfer our opponent. Ooh, Overrun. That's a scary one, but let's see. There's Luminous Rebuke, Dazzling Angel, and Exemplar of Light. All right, I'm going to take the Angel here, as it's the only thing they can play. All right, we drew another Swamp, so that allows us to play Bake into a Pie, and we drew Eaten Alive here as well, so there's that. Would love to draw an island, though, deck. Oh, no, okay, we're just going to be one of those games. Armasaur Guide, sure. I'll turn you into a pie. Give me a blue source. Nope. Alright. Yep. I have to sack a creature. Okay. Okay, there's our blue source. That's nice. Do they have a protection spell? I don't even know what protection spells exist, so here we are. They do not. Okay. Cathar Commando getting in. Just cast Overrun. Get in for 6, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my gosh, Elvish Regrower. Okay. Into Dazzling Angel, setting up for Overrun. Alright. Well, that's going way better for them than it is for us right now, I will say. They have a Luminous Rebuke. I guess I play Light Shell Duo. Do I have an Eaten Alive in my hand? I don't. Not sure if I want either of these cards. I kind of just want Island over almost anything. They might just Rebuke and hit me for 9, which is obviously very good. Okay, there is Eaten Alive. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's lethal. Yeah, we lose. This is brutal. This is just... This is so brutal. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're 0-2. I think my deck is excellent. I really do. I just... You know, we're just getting kind of betrayed by our deck here. Let's keep going. I mean, I've done it before, and I can certainly do it here. 0-2 to 7-0. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand. Oh, you know what? Did I even have a chance at a Dismal Backwater? That would have been really nice. Infestation Sage here, Island Swamp. Of course, need a second island here for the Refute. Did I have Llanowar Elf? Nope. Alright. Excellent draw from us. We drew Spectral Sailor. We can flash that out. If they play a Burglar Rat, what do I discard? Okay, never mind. Wary Thespian. So we'll just keep the Infestation Sage back. Ooh, Snakeskin Veil. There is a protection spell. A very good one at that. And I will cycle this at some point. I mean, I'm literally going to cast it at the end of their turn. There's no shot that they're going to attack me here. If anything, they might be interested in killing Spectral Sailor, because when I get to 4 mana, this is going to be able to draw me cards. Looks like a Rabid Bite. Felling Blow. Yep, that works. It deals damage equal to its power. Card's really good. Hold on, let's just do this first. I don't know, maybe I find something. Nope. Icewind Elemental is terrible. Wow, that was actually amazing. Because they get the counter, so I can't even block with the Infestation Sage. Alright, Micromancer here. Let's go get an Eaten Alive. I'll take 4, whatever. Would love an island, but I'm just gonna take the 4 here because Eaten Alive exiles. So I can do that. I can also just block with Micromancer. Maybe that's fine. They have 5 cards. Yeah, you know, I'll just block here, whatever. That way I get to save the Eaten Alive for something that matters a little bit more. Dwynnin is a great target, so... 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sack. Upgrade my Infestation Sage. But more importantly, the reason why I'm doing this... First of all, I think they played out Dwynnin here to bait a removal spell because they know I have the Eaten Alive. But this allows me to keep up the Refute, right? A counter spell. So I'd love to be able to counter this. Gnarlid... I mean, I'm countering anything here. Gnarlid Colony counts. Eaten... Okay. I guess we'll just pitch Icewind Elemental. Scrawling Trawler, I'll play that. I'd rather just have a removal spell in my hand. Over the Icewind Elemental, I think. Llanowar Elf, okay. Alright, we both draw a card, but they still take damage, which is good. And that is a land. 4 cards. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. Alright. Best card in the set. One of the best cards. What you got? Perhaps a kill spell on Scrawling Trawler? We'll just tick this up.
This isn't your average zombie horde. Impressive, isn't it?
Then attack.
No way but mine.
I'll just attack with the flyer. So they should have done that before my Liliana resolves, right? Okay. Does this kill planeswalkers? It does. Okay, so they could have eaten alive, but I drew a card off of this, dying. So, I mean, we still got some pretty good value. Bushwhack for a land. Okay. I'm okay with that. Getting a swamp. Okay. I mean, no reason to do anything other than just play out a bunch of stuff here. Oh, wow. Let's keep all of those. And I think I'm going to keep back the Strix Lookout. I don't know. I just feel like... this is enough, right? So I'm just going to keep the land in my hand. Maybe I'm going to loot that away later. But I feel like this board is more than good enough. And then we'll kind of take it from here. All right. Meteor Golem has entered the battlefield.
Well, this was unpleasant.
And now maybe we... Alright, okay. Now I can't lean on the Liliana anymore. Let's play the Strix Lookout. I just don't know if there's any sweepers. And I wanted to keep this land in my hand to loot away with the Strix Lookout. Alright, we got one. Like I said, I firmly... I think our deck is solid. We lost to ourselves in the second game, and the first game... That's a legendary game. That is a legendary game for our opponent. They got a story to tell. Alright, on the play here... Arena? I just, I don't get you sometimes. You're just out to get me. I'm not putting... over my dead body am I bottoming Liliana here. Let's get rid of Eaten Alive. I'd rather go down with the ship here. Hey, we have plenty of ways to look at cards, right? So let's, Ooh. I guess I'd rather think twice here. To help me hit my land drops. They could have Cathar Commando, which would allow them to kill the Scrawling Trawler. The question is, do I care? It's like the only card, right? Boom, okay, we're good. Yeah, part of why this performs better than it seems is just like, they take a damage right away, and then they take 2 damage. So this just keeps putting just lots and lots of pressure on the opponent's life total. So like, 3 mana, 3/2, deal 2 damage. We both draw a card, and then it trades with Dazzling Angel. Like, I'm okay with that. Or nothing. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. Alright, let's get the Scavenger going. I just want all the lands. Let's get rid of Strix Lookout. Next turn we have Mischievous Mystic here. I mean, look. Just, the card quality is there. It's there. Cat Collector. Oh, that works really well with Dazzling Angel, doesn't it? Yep. Uncharted Voyage, okay. And Micromancer. Alright, we just kind of have everything going here. 1 white available. What do I want to do? I probably just want to kill this. Yeah. What do you do? When you gain life... Okay. So why don't we kill the Dazzling Angel? I don't think there's a white spell that protects things. Okay, good. Now we can play the Mystic. Oh, I already drew my second card this turn. Ah, that's not ideal sequencing. Oh well. Ooh, geez. My hand is amazing. I don't know what to discard. I guess the Voyage. Oh, sure. Seven cards in hand for the opponent. We still have lots of value in our graveyard. Yeah, that was definitely a misstep. I forgot that the Trawler drew us our second card for that turn. All right, we're going to take 2 here. Angel of Finality. Oh my gosh, that's actually really annoying. It took my thing twice away. Okay, we did find Bake into a Pie, but they're representing Snakeskin Veil with 5 cards in hand. Let's just make a 1/1 and draw a card. Yeah, okay. Five cards in hand for the opponent. I want to try to set up a good Liliana here. But I'm not sure how. I mean, it kind of involves blocking the token with my Mystic. And then making it so that hopefully they just play one thing and then I Liliana and draw a bunch of cards. I think I'm going to do that. Like, I'm hoping they don't play 2 things this turn, is my thing. Okay, sure. Alright. So they were going to play that anyways. So now we get to go Liliana. I guess we can attack first. Get their 2 things, draw a card. Boom. 5 cards in hand for the opponent, but we have a Liliana in play with Bake into a Pie and Micromancer. We've used 0 of our Eaten Alives, so we can certainly get one of those. Solid deck from the opponent. They've played only solid cards so far. They know what's up with the format for sure. Wildwood Scourge, what do you do? Whenever one or more counters are put on a non-hydro creature control, oh, okay. I guess we will turn that into Pie. Make a 2/2. Get an Eaten Alive.
Time to get my hands dirty.
And move on. Squad Rallier, that's also a good one. Let's try to eat it alive. Do they have a Snakeskin Veil? They do not. Let's make another token. Oh yeah, this is amazing.
Yours will be a fate worse than undeath.
And we drew the Refute. This is great. Cathar Commando, okay. Fleeting Flight, we counter that. And that's game. Boom, Liliana getting it done. Okay. We have now mentally recovered somewhat from our heartbreaking round 1 loss and the second loss. Now we're 2-2. Come on. Alrighty, opponent on the play here. I will say that Infestation Sage has looked pretty solid so far. The one of. It's weird. It's one of the cards that I typically don't like in general, but if you have enough reasons to play it, and certainly with double Micromancer, double Eaten Alive, that's 4 reasons, right? Gonna keep this. Turn 2 Strix Lookout into Micromancer, Eaten Alive. Nothing to do on 3, unless I have to sack my Strix Lookout, but of course, we would like to avoid that if possible. Opponent leading with Island. Ooh, think twice. Now we have our play. Blue-green, not something you see all the time. And, oh, wow, I should have led with Swamp. Huh. Nice. I didn't think about... So, I should have led with Swamp no matter what. I didn't think about the possibility, or I didn't... Yeah, I mean, that's definitely my fault. I didn't consider that I would need to go... I would top deck Infestation Sage to be able to play Infestation Sage into Eaten Alive. And, you know, that's obviously my fault. And they immediately drew a card too, which is just just the ultimate punishment here. So right now they have an extra 1/1 flyer due to my folly. Let's see if that ends up hurting us. Looks like they're on some kind of Sultai value deck, and they have a Strix Lookout here. We have Bacon to Pie, Hero's Downfall, Micromancer. Am I interested in turning Strix Lookout into a pie? Sure. I just have so much removal, and this just kind of can dig them into stuff. They have more Think Twices. All right. It's one of those matchups, folks. One of those. This could be an Eaten Alive as well. Yep. Yep. We are going for some value here. Okay. 3 cards. Micromancer, Think Twice. All right, I'm going to play Micromancer. And I'm still going to get the Eaten Alive here. Missing a land drop in this type of matchup isn't great. I think my opponent also missed a land drop, though, so I mean, this is going to be a drawn-out affair, right? They have 2 Think Twices in the graveyard. We're just both we both kind of just drafted the same style of deck. And we're just going to pass. Yeah, we drafted literally the exact same deck. Wardens of the Cycle. What do you do? At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died. Okay. Let's kill that. Play Think Twice. Play a land. Ooh. Don't mind if I do Arcane Epiphany. So they have a pair of Think Twices in their graveyard. They just played a second. I don't think they would play Refute in their deck, though. Well, no. They're just all 3 colors. They are an irresponsibly built deck. But we'll see what they do next turn. I mean, they're probably just going to Think Twice here. I'm not going to counter either of those. I should keep up Refute, so I think probably end of turn I'm going to go for like Spectral Sailor, Arcane Epiphany, or possibly Spectral Sailor and just activate, right? Just to get maximum value. Why didn't they flash this one back? What the hell? They must have like a Draw Cards Matters card, right? Otherwise, they would have just... I mean, I suppose I can just kill that card, right? I don't want them to play an island here, and I feel like the threats they can play now are not as scary. Okay. Dreadwing Scavenger is obviously very good. Alright. They do have 2 cards in hand, so... I think I'm going to wait on the Spectral Sailor, actually. Crack the food, gain some life. Just, you know, not in a hurry. We are a control deck, you know what I mean? Just taking it easy here. Play an island. Go with Pilfer. See what they're working with. They probably have a removal spell in their hand. Or something good. Alright, Imprisoned in the Moon and Homunculus Horde. What is this? Whenever you draw your second card. So that's why they didn't cast the other thing twice. And Imprisoned in the Moon, I don't really care about. Alright, so let's take the Homunculus Horde. Now we have some interesting options. I think it's just play Dreadwing Scavenger. I guess they have Imprisoned in the Moon, but... let's discard Swamp. They didn't set... oh, okay. Well, I don't know what they're doing. Okay, we'll let that resolve, I think. Or do I counter it? Because they do get another loot here. 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'll let it resolve. I should have actually left up 3 blue. I should have left up 3 blue. Three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and draw a card. All right, I'm still gonna hold this back. Blue. Eaten alive here. I still have the mana here to cast Spectral Sailor and activate it, or play Refute. We're just playing a very patient game here. Wow, is that another Think Twice? They have 3 Think Twices? You know, like, at some point, I don't know what the number is. 3, you're probably getting close. 4, I don't know if you want to do 4. All right, I suppose I should just count. Like, I don't have any other threats now. So, let's just deal with this, I suppose. All right, they have 1 card left. I just hope they don't have it's not a removal spell. If this is the one turn they find the removal spell here, I'm going to be really sad. But by playing it now, I can play the Lookout and also draw 2 cards with the Sailor. All right, great. Let's draw a card. Okay, Icewind Elemental. And then I will play Strix Lookout. And then I still have the ability to draw another card off the Sailor. So even if they kill it, it's drawn me 2 cards. And, you know, this matchup is all about just, like, managing resources, dealing with threats, etc. We've both drawn basically the same number of cards. Let's see what other threats they have, because I'm kind of out of answers here. That is a Homunculus Horde. All right. Yep. Not much I can do to that one. Yeah. I feel like they probably don't have a whole lot of other ways to draw cards left. That's at least my hope. Boom. Whenever you draw your second card, okay? Let's get rid of this. I have 9 cards left. I don't really see myself looting. I'm just going to keep playing lands, I think. 2 cards left in hand for the opponent. Wardens of the Cycle. Okay. Witness Protection. Is it whenever, at the beginning of your end, if a creature died this turn? Okay. I have 9 cards left. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take this. I'm gonna draw a card off the Sailor. That doesn't count, right? If a creature died, okay, that's not a creature, that's just a food. Yeah. That's a Micromancer and a Mischievous Mystics. Okay, so what are we at? 7 cards. Okay. Hit with our flyers. Oh, I can even attack with that thing? Sure. And, well, I have a few options. 6 cards left. I can make another flyer end of turn or keep up Uncharted Voyage. I can also Micromancer and kill something, but I don't even know which thing to kill. All right, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to use Uncharted Voyage. I think this is the safest line. And I'm going to not surveil anything to the graveyard. We're keeping anything. All right. Now, if they find a way to draw a card, it would be a complete blowout here. For sure. Also, we have a Liliana in our deck. Okay, let's see what spells we've cast. We've cast Eaten Alive, and we've cast Fleeting Distraction, right? So we actually don't have any targets for Micromancer. Let's play Light Shell Duo. Let's keep Big Fin Bouncer up top, I suppose. All right, we're at 5 cards. Certainly want to draw a card here. Make a 1/1. They're at 13, but we don't want to deck ourselves. I'll play Micromancer. We'll shuffle. We have a Scrawling Crawler and a Liliana left. All right. So Wardens of the Cycle, pretty clear they don't have anything else here. We draw Swamp. Let's go bounce the Wardens. Let's attack. All right. Whew. All right, they were Sultai all over the place, right? And we were able... I mean, that was like a classic control matchup. They drew a bunch of cards. We drew a bunch of cards. We ended up drawing a few more cards than the opponent and ended up pulling out that one. But we are 3-2. 4 more to go. All right, on the play here, gonna keep this. Island Swamp. Dreadwing Scavenger, Refute, Micromancer, Uncharted Voyage. I mean, this is like an island away from being awesome and a Mist Land drop away from being terrible. We shall see where this goes. I mean, you cannot ship this hand. Magic is a brutal game sometimes, I will say. Brutal, brutal game. Yep. Got a block. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Right, Scavenger. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we drew that land. All right, discarding. Refute. I don't think I'm ahead enough to like be able to keep up Refute, you know what I mean? All right, so now we get to bounce this. See what they want to do with it. Surveil, we will put Think Twice into the graveyard. Perfect. Let's attack. Loot. Think I generally want more islands and swamps, but it's close. I mean, I have 2 of each, so it's not a big deal. I can still Micromancer for Eaten Alive here. Big Fin Bouncer on the Scavenger, sure. And Goldvein Pick, sure. Alright, what do I do now? I mean, this thing is large. I want to get Eaten Alive, but I don't want to use it on Big Fin Bouncer. So, let's... Because this is a 4-3, and I can just chump here if I need, and I can trade with Micromancer. So yeah, why don't we just cast Micromancer? Go get Eaten Alive and just keep up Spectral Sailor. Save the removal in case they play a bomb. Accept the trade. If they do have the removal spell for this, then obviously I can do other things. Oh, Skyship Buccaneer is a very good one. Big 4-3. I'm going to play like I'm not going to draw land number 6 for Liliana and see what I should be doing. We did, if you were wondering. Yeah, now I'm not sure. Like, honestly, playing Liliana here doesn't seem terrible, right? The coast is clear to do so. We wipe the board, but I end up with a 1/1 flyer and I draw 2 cards. And what I can actually do here...
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me.
No, I just want to sacrifice. Okay. All right.
This is more a night
And we haven't eaten alive, right?
romancy.
If they somehow deal with this, we'll have other answers. And now, of course, I want the other swamp. Okay. Well, they have 3 cards in hand. I have no other modes. Let's just make a token. Let's pilfer them.
You get used to the smell.
You know they got shenanigans. Luminous Rebuke and Runaway together. Let's get the Luminous Rebuke. Let's attack. Let's play the Scavenger. Throw away the island. Keep the land in my hand for looting purposes. 19 cards left in our deck. Things are looking fantastic. Whew. Okay. We got out of that rut. We missed the 1 land drop and I was really sad. I was ready to put sadness on the stack. A Johnny's Pride Mate with Goldvein Pick, sure. Let's just keep making dudes. Creatures, however you want to call it.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
Let's attack with our flyers. Discard Island. I mean, I'm just going to play the Big Fin Bouncer here. Like, they can use Runaway together, and that's fine. They can kill a token, you know? And I do not mind whatsoever. Alright, so I have Threshold, 3/3 Flying Death Toucher. Yeah, full control of the game. We are now at 4-2. Alright, well, you know, like I mentioned, I have full confidence in this. Sometimes drafts go poorly, but like, we got the best rare in the format. We got a bunch of good blue cards. I would have expected this to get close to a trophy, and now we're 4-2. So yeah, I mean, once you're 4-2, you're happy at 4-3. If that happens, we'll see what happens. Alrighty, on the draw, have a bunch of mediocre cards in our hand, but I have a curve, so always going to be happy about that. And this is where the Strix Lookout comes in handy. This is a card that's overperformed relative to my expectations, I will say. Let's play the Lookout here. Turn 3, we can just use this to loot, and then we have Uncharted Voyage and Bake into a Pie. Our opponent is full Naya, it seems. Some Healer's Hawks, but maybe no way to push damage through. Excellent for us. Let's attack with the Infestation Sage. Keep up 2 islands in case I need to, like, fleeting whatever end of turn, right? If they kill the Lookout this turn, it would be kind of annoying. But it's not that bad unless they have, like, another good payoff card to go with it. It does look like they're eyeing a removal spell on the Strix Lookout. Deals X damage to target creature number equal to the excess damage dealt this way. Huh. Okay. Let's loot. Eaten alive would actually not be terrible against the Healer's Hawks. It is they are very annoying right now. Okay, that's another land. This is getting kind of dicey. I'm going to save these removal spells for something bigger that they might play. So I'm going to take the 2 in case they play something bigger, you know? And if they don't, then I'll just use Uncharted Voyage on 1. Just for the Surveil, and they probably don't want to keep it on top anyways. Oh, they did keep it on top. That's another land we got to Surveil away, which is definitely value in its own right. And now I will pilfer them. What are you working with here? Incinerating Blast. 5-mana removal spell. Joust Through. Dracuseth and Meteor Golem. Okay. Why did they keep Healer's Hawk on top? That makes no sense. You have 2 7-drops in your hand. The hell? I don't know which one to take. I guess the Dracuseth. I mean, Meteor Golem's also really annoying. I legitimately, I think that's closer than it seems. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna use this Bake into a Pie earlier than I would like. And if that happens, then of course, here we are. Ooh, Liliana? Okay, hold on. This doesn't go to the face, right? Okay. Yeah, let's just Liliana. Draw a card, kill their Healer's Hawks. Seems pretty good.
My army will envelop this world. You've reached an undead end.
All right. Dreadwing Scavenger. All right. Things are looking great now.
Playing demons.
Exemplar of Light. Sure. Let's make a thing. Let's play Dreadwing Scavenger.
Boy, necromancy.
Let's discard an island. Play island. Turn you into a pizza pie. Attack. All right, so now we have threats across the board here. That is, what is this? Each time you gain life for the first time each turn, surveil 1. Huh. Here's my question. Like, am I interested in just, like, attacking with, like, both of these things? I want to keep the token back to block this Vanguard Seraph. Sure.
Time to wake up and smell the decay.
They're gonna, I guess, try to attack Liliana. We'll block. Draw a card. Micromancer, fantastic.
Is a lot like plucking
It's a land. I guess they're gonna kill the Dreadwing Scavenger, and I get to draw another card. They're gonna rummage away the Joust through, because they need to get to Meteor Golem. Okay, that's a big fin bouncer.
your fate worse than undeath.
Alright. Let's make another token. This bounces opponent creature, so I can't Micromancer.
An effective tool.
Let's attack for 5. Let's bounce the Vanguard Seraph. Let's play Micromancer. So much value. Get eaten alive. Things are looking golden. Alright. Well, that's another clean victory there. And we are now 5-2. Why do I do this? Why do I do this to myself? You know? Just like 0-2 win out? Why? Why can't I just go 7-0? This makes it more interesting, I guess. Alright, on the play. Island, Swamp, Think Twice, Pilfer, Lightshell Duo, Hero's Downfall. Just a great, great controlling hand here. Absolutely keeping. Turn 2 Pilfer into whatever I need. We'll have Hero's Downfall up / Think Twice. It's like a standard deck. Okay, it's not a standard deck, but I mean, you know, it tries to be one. You got counter spells, hand disruption, removal, card draw, and a Liliana. All right, blue decks. Definitely don't like playing against those. Wow. They're splashing Make Your Move, Swiftfoot Boots, Mischievous Mystic, and they have Refute. We'll take the Mystic. They got the boots going. Does it give... Oh, it gives Hexproof? Whew. That is actually very annoying. I don't think I should have taken it, but it is annoying. So given that they have the Refute here, I am not really interested in playing out Lightshell Duo. I'd rather keep up Hero's Downfall plus Spectral Sailor. Let's go Think Twice. Alright, so I mean, this is just like a pure control game. Control matchup, right? Just like first person to flinch. This is where having more Think Twices definitely helps. But if they don't have anything to play at instant speed, then it's okay for us. Tranquil Cove. This is part of why I was considering taking the Refute, but I think we're okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Strix Lookout. Okay. The funny thing is I kind of want... like, my removal spells don't do anything, right? My removal spells don't actually do anything. So I kind of need to use my instant speed removal spells to kill anything that gets equipped by the Swiftfoot boots. Oh, they have a make your move. That kills it too. I'm kind of hoping they counter it. There you go. Basically, I'm kind of forcing the action here, but I do have this scrawling trawler. They're probably going to just kill my trawler here, but now I get to hopefully resolve the spectral sailor and not have to worry about anything. Drake catcher, okay. Sure. 3 counters, okay. Play Icewind Elemental. It's awkwardly timed. Alright. Well, at least we rattled off some pretty good spells here. Banishing Light. Oh, gosh, that's brutal. Alright, so they're going to be able to make a Drake off of this, which is kind of annoying. But I think that's... Holy smokes. Where did you find all of these cards, sir? It's okay. We can... We got moves. I mean, I'm going to use Eaten Alive here, right? Probably on the Eagle. So what am I more likely to... Yeah, whatever. Okay. If I draw Swamp, then I'm certainly going to want to... Or I don't know. Alright, sure. Alright. Let's kill this. Sack that. And then play Strix Lookout, and that's all we got. They got a flyer. Here we are. 1 card in hand for the opponent. What you got? Of course! Saint Elenda! Sure! Sure! If your life total is greater than your starting life total, it gets +1/+1 and has Menace. Gosh. So this is secretly a 5/5. Alright. I mean... Yeah, that was good. Okay. Well. Let's draw a card. Okay, that was also good. Hey, one good draw deserves another, right? Okay. Can't really do anything. As long as it's an additional +5/+5. Okay, so that thing is humongous. 4, okay. Kaiser, I'm gonna need you to like chill out for like 1 turn. Does this have Menace? Okay, we'll take... Gosh, we'll take 5. We didn't draw a land. That's super unfortunate. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can't target that. I can bounce this, though. Okay, and then now we can hit them with the flyers. Boom, boom, boom. Get them low-ish. Draw a card. Oh, there's the Eaten Alive. Oh well. Okay. I think we're good here. I think we'll be okay. So what I'm gonna try to set up here, I should block, I think. I don't really want to go to 3 life. Healer's Hawk, okay. Hold on. All right. I gotta think here.
I am the master here. You get used to the smell. No way but my way.
Okay.
My packs give
Drew a land.
speak ill of the
Attack.
undead.
I'm gonna keep... Hold on. I'm gonna just keep 2 things back here just in case. Because they have the Swiftfoot boots. Yep. Yep, I mean, this is why I did what I did, right? Alright. Scavenger gone. I draw 2 more cards. And I have Bacon to Pie, Refute. This is all looking good. Healer's Hawk, sure. I guess that is kind of annoying. We have 10 cards left. Should be okay. Attack.
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Let's go Micromancer. I don't even think... Do I have stuff to get? I don't know. Fleeting Distraction. Let's play Infestation Sage. And let's pass. I don't want to cast... I'm not casting these cards. Strix Lookout, huh? Okay. 8 cards left. I just need to be able to, like, deal enough damage to my opponent. That's the big thing here.
Death is such an effective tool.
Let's play another Micromancer. Get nothing. We have 2 threats left. Okay. Yeah, we just have to be very careful here. I mean, we do have a pretty big board here, so... And we do have this counter spell, so it's like... Whatever they top deck versus, you know, like they have to grind through this counter spell and then like have a string of like more good top decks, right? I forgot what the other card. I had a Dreadwing Scavenger, a bunch of lands, and I forgot what the other card was. It's probably bad to forget what that card was. Okay. It's got a hexproof, so not much I can do. Oh, Evolving Wilds, sure. All right, I'm not at 10. If they get Mountain Hidetsugu second right me after hitting me with Healer's Hawk, I mean I have a refute, so I'm okay. But man, imagine if they did. Imagine. I need to change my cabbage emote, or maybe I don't. I mean they're dead next turn, so there's that. And they should lock it up. Like, there's just no card they can have. I mean, even if they have a Wrath, I have to counter, right? The Wrath would kill me because I have Liliana in play, and it's a must, I think. But, all right, here we are. 0-2 to 6-2. One more here to try to win it all. Get that trophy. That would be wonderful. Let's go. All right. We are playing for the trophy here. Nice hand. With Spectral Sailor, 3 lands, Dreadwing Scavenger, Eaten Alive, and Bake into a Pie. Let's get that Spectral Sailor down. You know, there's a part of me that wants to not attack with this because they could have the Luminous Rebuke or whatever, but there's a bunch of other removal spells they could have too. What the hell does this card do again? Whenever another creature control enters, put a counter on this. As long as this creature has 3 or more counters on it, it has flying in as a knight. That is a good Magic the Gathering card. Let's play Dreadwing Scavenger. Let's discard Swamp. But you know what? We also have good Magic the Gathering cards in our hand. Black-white is a very, very strong color combination, if I recall. Lots of good cards at common. Dazzling Angel is the play here from the opponent. Will they attack me? Will I take it? I think I'm going to take it. I think the play here is to just kill the Angel with Bake into a Pie. It just uses mana way better than casting Pilfer. Attack with both, get some loots, and then, you know, see where we go from there. Let's get rid of the counterspell. I don't even have a second blue here, so... Too bad you can't sack artifacts with Eaten Alive. Sanguine Siphoner. Okay. Healer's Hawk. So now this is a flyer? They might want to keep this back. Oh, never mind. They're getting aggro. Okay, so that thing is humongous. Dreadwing Scavenger can still attack. They have 4 cards in hand. What do I want to do? I mean, I feel like I should kill the 4/4 flyer. That much is clear. The question is, do I want to just keep the Dreadwing Scavenger back? Because it's not like I really want to loot anything away. And this is just like a good blocker on this board. Because I'm playing the role of the control player. I don't know. You can make the case. But getting to Threshold also seems really good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to loot. Let's discard... Huh. This is also interesting. I'll just discharge Strix Lookout. Alright, let's kill you. I mean, just getting to 7 cards in graveyard seems pretty nice. They get to hit me for 3, but... I mean, I'm doing a decent job of racing them back while also building up Threshold. Alright, there's a Luminous Rebuke. Right. This is fine. And now we are... Well... Now what are we doing? Healer's Hawk, Sanguine Siphoner, 4 cards. I don't think I'm going to Pilfer yet. I think I just want raw cards. So let's go Epiphany. So I don't miss land drops and we'll pass. If I knew I was going to draw a land, then I would draw a card and cast Pilfer. But of course I did not know that. Next turn I have the ability to go Pilfer plus Spectral Sailor. I can even go Pilfer plus Eaten Alive if they play something really, really good. I think if they had a removal for the Sailor, they would have run it out. Let's go Pilfer, targeting the opponent. They could have another Rebuke, to be honest. I would be surprised if they have a removal spell in their hand. Just going to try to ride the Spectral Sailor to victory. Wow, what the hell? What? Okay. Alright, I'll keep up a black, I guess. That's absolute insanity. How do they have Stab in their hand? Okay, Exsanguinate, Banishing Light, Sanguine Siphoner, and Exemplar of Light. Oh my gosh, that Exemplar of Light's so scary. I mean, their hand is kind of scary, to be honest. This thing can burn me out. So I do have to be mindful of that, too. Like, next turn I'm taking 3 and going to 9. How do they have Stab there? Okay. Anyways. Alright. As much as I want to play the Icewind Elemental here, I just think I can't. Because they have the Banishing Light. So I think the play here is Eaten Alive on a Siphoner. And then just gain life with the food. This is gonna be closer than I would have thought. We're at 6 life. Like, where's my... Oh, and I got rid of the Refute. Yeah, I mean... Is there a way for me... Like, I need to just, like, not take any more damage. Which is going to be very difficult from this spot. Okay, okay. Big Fin Bouncer certainly helps. All right. We'll bounce the... Oof. Actually, I'm going to bounce the Hawk because I can block the Siphoner, right? That means I won't take any damage. Because they're probably going to use the Banishing Light on the Icewind Elemental here. And this just allows me to prevent... Let me just take the least amount of damage. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. I might want to set a stop on my upkeep here. I need more cards. I've drawn so many cards. I guess when they draw 4 lands and all spells, it's like hard to keep up. But I feel like I've dug through a lot of cards. And I'm the one who's like behind on resources almost. This Exsanguinate still scares me. Do I have any other way to gain life? That's a Healer's Hawk. That is a Gutless Plunderer. When this enters, if you attack this turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library, okay? I'm doing this simply so I can surveil and make sure I can draw something of value here. Because, like I said, I still expect them to kill my Icewind Elemental. Hero's Downfall is a good draw. And we're going to pass. Alright. They didn't want the Hawk, which is fine by me. Okay. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. I guess Gutless Plunderer will trade? Do I want to trade or do I just want to kill it? Guess we'll just trade. Oh, this is going to be great. They have Fleeting Flight or something. Divine Resilience. Okay, so now we kill that. So we at least get a 2-for-1 there. Still a lot that we need to fight through though. 10 lands, 11, 12, okay. That's their swamp, so they have Exsanguinate. So they can drain us for 3, 4 damage, 5, 6 damage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the Exsanguinate. What did I take? Oh, I took the rare. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, certainly now I can use the Refute. Okay. They just fired it off? Okay. Wow. That's the type of card that you hold on to. Come on, action! Oh, perfect. Oh, did we use both of our Ina lives? 1, 2. That we sure did. We sure did. Alright, well. Okay, well that's not great. Ugh, can I attack? So if I attack and they Banishing Light this, it's just brutal. Gosh! What the hell? 10. Okay. I do have a Strix Lookout. I have other looting effects, so I should probably keep these lands. Dazzling Angel. Okay, I need to find interaction here somehow, some way. Come on, deck. This... Okay. Alright, welcome to Floodsville, USA, population me. I have 2 lands left in my deck. I have a Liliana. Liliana would certainly be great. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we lose the game. Yeah, that's rough. Oh well. Yep. Wow. Man, I wanted to get there, but our deck really betrayed us in that last game. I mean, they had a really solid like black-white drain situation going. I feel like in most instances, like I will have the answers, but yeah, that was a little bit tricky. But you know what? given that we started out 0-2 and then going 6-3, I cannot believe we have gone this long without trophying. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, I am 6-3ing every single draft. Now, granted, this one is a happier 6-3 because I went 0-2, and that first game. Look, I was thinking about Burst Lightning plus Lightning Burst or Lightning Strike, right? Like, excuse me for thinking about the commons that my opponents can have and not the unplayable uncommon with like a 42% win rate, right? But they got me, GG's. And outside of that, I enjoy the games. I mean, Foundations, again, going into it, I didn't really think it was going to be a good set because I was concerned because that it was core set. But the fact that you can draft a good blue-black control deck, like, I'm sold, right? And so the format definitely ended up being much better than I thought it would be. I think green might have been just like the weak color overall. But yeah, there was just a lot of cool stuff you can do. It was pretty simple, but effective. And I really enjoyed it. And so I'm glad that I could go back to Foundations and kind of share that experience with all of you with a pretty solid blue-black deck. I think, I had the Liliana. Perhaps I needed like one more way to win or something. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm supposed to play both of the Icewind Elementals, but I don't know what I'm supposed to cut, right? It's like, I like all my disruption as well. I think they were all pretty important. So I just don't know. And the Light Shell Duo is pretty decent, but I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Icewind Elemental over the Duo just to have another good evasive threat to kind of win the game with. But all in all, solid deck, solid result. And tomorrow, I don't know. What are we going to do? I don't know I might do another seal deck for one last seal deck preparation. We'll see. I'll kind of look at kind of what you all want to see and move forward. But yeah, this was fun. I hope that you learned something. For those of you who maybe did not get to play this format, I think it's solid. And if you want to give Quick Draft a try on Arena, I definitely recommend it. This is one of the better formats to play. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you're in the market for Magic the Gathering booster boxes or singles for your collection or constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.